What is up, you guys? We are back with the final Beyblade X UX unboxing, and we are looking at Wizard Rod UX03. So let's get right to it. For a stamina type, Wizard Rod has such incredible detail. This ball keeping Wizard Rod upright. And there it goes. A slow Wizard Rod. Wizard Arrow finally gets an evolution, and not just any evolution. This is a meta-breaking evolution right here. This stock combo puts to shame any and every custom combo in the entire game. Wizard Rod is just a monster from everything that I have seen. He is also the largest Bay for Beyblade X so far. Now we have Hell's Hammer, which is 1 millimeter smaller than your standard Beyblade X, and then you have Rhino Horn, who is 2 millimeters smaller than every other Beyblade X. And now we got Wizard Rod, which is 2 millimeters bigger than every other Beyblade X Bay out there. So this Bay for Beyblade X is just massive. Just like all the other UX Bays out there, Wizard Rod is comprised of all brand new parts that I'm excited to test out and see in action for myself. Now on the back, Wizard Rod is still owned by Multi, is part of Multi's new 3-way design that she is doing in the anime in preparations for the upcoming individual competition in the series. Now Wizard Rod, the blade looks absolutely sick. It's almost perfectly circle and does have a strong representation of like Cursed Satan from the Burst series. Now the new part is the 570 ratchet. The 560 ratchet is by far my favorite ratchet to use in Beyblade X, and now we got the in-between, the 70. So I'm excited to see what kind of damage that's going to do to the other combos in the game. Now the other new part we have is now the disc ball. Now for obvious reasons, it has the ball tip, but it's also got that disc around it that's going to keep it stabilized. That way Wizard Rod doesn't tilt and scrape, the blades strike the stadium like what happens when it gets destabilized. It's kind of like a counter to being destabilized from heavy smash attacks from bays such as Hell's Hammer. But let's just unbox Wizard Rod, the new god of Beyblade X, and let's take a closer look at it. Alright, and there we go, our brand new Beyblade X UX Wizard Rod. Look at that blade, they are not kidding. This blade is massive, and the metal is a lot thicker than what the pictures show. With nice little air vents right there on the blade that allow it to stay in the stadium, hold it to the ground, much like that of Wind Knight and Air Knight from the Beyblade Burst series. And then you have your circles right there. Like I said, it's a representation of Cursed Satan, one of my favorite sparking bays. But this Wizard Rod layer, this is heavy, this is thick, and this is heavy. Let's compare it real quick to the layer of Wizard Arrow so you guys can see the size difference. Alright, here is Wizard Arrow. As you can see, there is a good slight difference in the size, 2 millimeters. Much like that of Rhino Horn being 2 millimeters smaller, Wizard Rod is 2 millimeters bigger. The weight difference right there, as I can feel, like I said, I don't have my scale yet, it's in the storage unit still, I haven't been able to go grab it, but the Wizard Rod layer does weigh a lot more. Now like all these new UX bays, the metal prongs are now replaced with plastic, and the one thing I have noticed is that plastic, when you're putting your launcher on, the prongs of the launcher do seem to hold on a little bit tighter and a little bit more snug, giving you a little bit of a better launch compared to the metal being a lot smoother. And the other thing is it doesn't have the little plastic piece that covers the avatar chip. Now a lot of people are kind of disappointed about that. For me, I'm still on the fence about it. They did replace it with a gloss sticker, but it still does not give it that same feel that the other Beyblade X bays have with that little plastic covering. But the design of the Wizard Arrow, or Wizard Rod now, does look a lot better. I do like that design of the Wizard, but that is your Wizard Rod blade. Now the next new piece is the 570. Like I said, the 560 is my all-time favorite ratchet for Beyblade X great burst resistance, great defense, and great balance. Now look at this. This is a 570, right in between. I'm excited to see what kind of damage this could do to the entire meta of Beyblade X so far. And last we have the disc ball. Look at that thing. This thing is huge. It's got a nice disc. It does remind me a lot of the Universe driver with Curse Satan and even Prominence Phoenix, because it's got the nice ball and it's got that disc that prevents it from tilting too far and scraping. But in the meantime, let's piece together Wizard Rod, and let's just see Wizard Rod fully assembled. And there we go, Wizard Rod fully assembled. This bay is thick and huge. Looks like that disc right there might be able to even help prevent it from being bursted, but the protrusions do stick out. I think it's mostly designed to stop the bay from the blade hitting the stadium floor, to keep it more upright and to keep it spinning for a lot longer. But this is the new Wizard Rod, Wizard Arrow's first evolution, and probably the best evolution in Beyblade X so far. But let's get the stadium out and let's just test spin this bad boy and see the new god of Beyblade X in action. Alright, the stadium is out. Let's test spin Wizard Rod. Now this bay is supposed to spin forever, rivaling that of even Phantom Orion. You guys feel how strong it is just spinning right there. This bay does look absolutely clean. I'm excited to put this in battle. In fact, let's just do that right now. Let's get some of the other X bays out and let's put Wizard Rod to the test. Alright, let's first bring in Drawn Buster, the first UX bay. Let's put it up against Wizard Rod and let's just see how well Wizard Rod does. Powerful, there it is. Drawn Buster pulling out all the stops now. For a stamina type, Wizard Rod has such incredible defense. Look at him, just take those hits like a champ, taking out Drawn Buster. Alright, let's bring in the new Hell's Hammer. Test him out against Wizard Rod. Wizard Rod on the move. The smash attack from Hell's Hammer. Look at that. See if Hell's Hammer could destabilize him. Ooh, and it's a burst! And it's a burst! Oh, at the last possible second. Oh my god. You gotta get a replay on that. Alright, let's give those guys another go. That last round, that last little burst was absolutely insane. Let's put these two up one more time. Woo! Whee! Just suck the life out of Hell's Hammer. Alright, let's put up Wizard Rod against Wizard Arrow. A lot of people dogged on Wizard Arrow at first, but Wizard Arrow was one of the best bays in the earlier releases. Let's just see how well Wizard Rod does against Wizard Arrow. It's the ball bit versus the disc ball. The same bit, but one just has that little disc. Look at that, you can see the disc ball keeping Wizard Rod upright. And there it goes. A slow, but it's a ring out. Let's get those guys another go. You can see the disc ball in action as Wizard Arrow is starting to wobble quite a bit, but Wizard Rod is able to stay more upright. Look at him take those hits, sucking the life out of Wizard Arrow. And there goes, Wizard Arrow is down. Let's bring in Multi's other bay, Night Lance, and let's see how well Night Lance does against Wizard Rod. Damn, did you guys see that? And there it is. Extreme finish. That ball bit does move around quite fast. To get in there, powerful counterattack in there. There it is. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat Wizard Rod in the stamina battle. Is Nightlands going to do it? Oh, Nightlands just took out Wizard Rod in the stamina battle. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's bring in the budget Cobalt Drake, the new blue BX00 Shark Edge. Let's put him up against the new Wizard Rod. Ooh, look, oh my god! Ooh, one hit! He's out, one hit! Again, another burst. That is absolutely insane. Let's just try those guys one more time. See if Wizard Rod could take out the blue Shark Edge. Ooh, once more Shark Edge, my dudes. Ooh. The budgeted Cobalt Drake. This is supposed to be a video for Wizard Rod, but man, the budgeted Cobalt Drake, the Shark Edge, that was insane. Alright, but there you guys go, the Wizard Rod. This bay is massive, this bay is epic, it's very, very good. This is the first time ever I've seen Wizard Rod actually burst as much as it has compared to all the videos you see online of just how OP this bay is. But still, even though he did get bursted 3 times back-to-back by Shark Edge, man, this bay is still just a killer bay and a very, very good bay at that. Now, the design is just amazing. I love the design. I love that fact that it's just a little bit bigger, a little bit more round. Strong representation of just multiple bays from the Burst series. Now, surprisingly for a stamina type, his defense is just off the charts. It's insane. Now, again, if you want a Wizard Rod for yourself, you better stock up on this bay because this bay is so competitive fresh out the box that it's going out of stock just about everywhere. But Bays and Bricks still has it, still has plenty in stock. So make sure you head on over to baysandbricks.com and make sure you use code LessmanBays2 at checkout to get yourself an epic discount off your bays and any bay in your cart. Now let me know in the comments below which of these 3 Beyblade X UX bays that we have unboxed so far on this channel. Which of these is your favorite so far? And comment below why it is your favorite. And which one also has the greatest potential once mastered. Now, like always, have yourselves a great night and I'll see you in the next video.